All right, we're live. It's been a while since I did this sort of live thing, so I don't know how this will go. But today what we're going to do is we're going to try to create our own keyboard shortcut. So we're basically going to program, or I'm going to program my own shell scripts, or like bash scripts, whatever you want to call it, and then connect that to keyboard shortcuts, so different keybinds, and basically create some very what I would call like micro automations. So very simple, quite basic types of automation. So I've got Ubuntu running here on a virtual machine, and this is what we're going to use to create these keyboard shortcuts. Right now what I've done is I've so far what you need to do is we need to go to the keyboard shortcuts here, which you can find in the settings. And I also want to mention before I start this that I'm not an expert in this. I'm just basically learning as I go. I'm going to try this out. We're going to see how it goes. So don't expect me to be like super knowledgeable on this, because I'm basically trying to learn as I do it. But some of the things that I've done to start off with this new system is I've added a couple very basic keyboard shortcuts that are just super easy to add, because essentially what you can do here is you can go to your keyboard shortcuts in the settings, and if you want to create a new one for, let's say we want to create one for launching the calculator, then we can press this, and then it asks us or prompts us to basically press whatever keys we want to use to launch the calculator. So let's say that we want to use Control, Alt, and C for calculator, and then we set that, and now we have a new keyboard shortcut for this. This is not what we're going to do. We're going to actually create shell scripts that will do a lot more advanced things, but this is just some things that you can do really easily to create some simple keyboard shortcuts. So now if we try that out, we get the calculator. So what I've done so far is I'm actually gonna, well, we can keep that, I don't know. So what I've done so far is I've added the super plus T, which is basically if you have a Windows keyboard, it's going to be the Windows key plus the T button, and that will open up a terminal. Then I've created another one, which is super plus W, which will open up the browser. And then we have super plus space, and this is inspired from Mac OS or OS X, which basically has this feature for searching in your system. So that's what I'm using here too. So yeah, now what we need to do, or actually let me first explain, because I've done some Googling on this just to prepare a little bit at least for this stream, so I'm not completely without any sort of knowledge about how to do this. But the way that I've understood it to work is that we can press this add button here, and then we can name our keyboard shortcut something. Let's say that we already have a shortcut for opening up the browser, but let's say that we wanted to create one ourselves. What you could do is you could type in here, let's say browsers, something like that. And then you type in here the actual command for what you want to do. So this will be a regular terminal command. So what we can do is we can open up a terminal, and then we can basically test a command that we want to try. So I know right now that if we type in Firefox, then that will open up the web browser. So then what we do is here we just type in Firefox, which is the command that we wanted to do. And then we press set shortcut, and then we need to type in whatever we want the keyboard shortcut or keybind to be. So let's say Control, Shift, and B for browser, and then add that. So now if I press Control, Shift, and B, we'll open up a new browser window. So that's basically how it's going to work. And what we want to do now is we want to write an actual shell script and have the command, or we need to find out what the command is going to be, but it's going to be some sort of like sh and then our actual script. And this is the stuff that I'm not too sure about. I haven't actually written any shell scripts before. I've done like a few really small ones, but I don't know too much about it. So that's something that is basically going to be the main part of this video, is figuring out how to actually write a shell script that does something. And the first keyboard shortcut that I wanted to try to create is one that I didn't come up with myself, one that I actually found as part of a research for a video that I'm making, which is that you can make, or there was someone that suggested that they had a keyboard shortcut that was like Control Shift and C, and what they had connected that to was basically Googling whatever it was that they had selected. So if we have like a text, if we have an error or something, if we do something like that, then we get an error here, or command not found. What we can do then is we can select this, and if what he had done is basically, if he presses Control Shift and C, that will then Google that error. So that can be very useful, especially when you're programming, because you do things and you get errors in the terminal, and essentially you'll want to copy the error and then Google that to find out the solution to it. So that's something that I found that could be super useful. So that's the first thing that I wanted to try to figure out how to do. So for that, what do we need to do? Let's see if we have Vim installed. Vim sudo apt install Vim. Yes. So now I'm just installing Vim. Since this is a virtual machine and I haven't done anything on it, it doesn't have anything installed yet, but now we're getting Vim installed, and I think that's about all that we're gonna need. All right. Okay. So the first step, that's what I wanted to do. To do dot txt, let's say. So we need to basically copy text, because we need to actually have the text that we select. We need to get that text in some sort of way, so we need to copy that text so that we can actually use it or remember that text in some sort of way. Actually, copy selected text, and then we need to open web browser. Then we need to actually Google, so paste the selected and then I guess just like hit search or hit enter or something. Perform the search. All right, so that's essentially what we need to be able to do. So now what we need to do is we can do, oh wait. Just installing Tmux so that we can keep track of our windows a little bit better. All right, so now we have Tmux installed. I don't really remember how to work with it now because I haven't worked in it for a while. I think it's Control B. Percent, yeah. All right, so now we have two windows. Now we can have one of them be the Vim, what did we call it? To-do list.text. All right, so now we have one that's the to-do list, and then we can do Vim. I think this is the part that's like, I don't quite know. Vim, and I think it's like dot. If you want to create a bash script, I believe it's like dot and then whatever the name is of the bash script that you want to make. But that's something that I actually need to Google. Create a simple bash script. Touch hello world. Create a file called hello world. Echo hello world. Alright, so I'm not really sure what the difference between bash and a shell script is. So let's Google it. Is one of many available yet commonly used Unix shells. Bash stands for bouncing. Shell scripting is scripting in any shell, whereas bash scripting is scripting specifically for bash. In practice, however, shell script and bash script are often used interchangeably, unless the shell in question is not bash. Okay, so they're basically the same thing then. In order to interpret the file as an executable, you'll also have to add the shebang. Okay, and that's this thing. Copy that, and then do we actually need to do anything special? Okay. Let's name this copy Googler. All right, let's do that, and then we'll paste this thing in, paste. All right, now we have the bash script. So Milkius Yehijis, I don't know how to say that name, but you suggested here. I just use xclip to get the selected text and then use that as a search query and then make it open the new Firefox tab with google.com and have the query separated by space and add in a plus, then bam, done. Okay, so I guess xclip is the way to go. So let's figure out how to use xclip actually. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. How to use xclip. Okay, use xclip to Command to copy currently selected text, Control C. You can do that by using Xclip. Selection primary, Xclip selection keyboard. Xclip is not installed by default. What was it now? This thing? No. So I need to figure what I want to do now is basically create another window, but I want to have it below instead of on top, but I don't know if I can do that. Oh well, let's just do another window like that. Not the best way, but yeah. And then what did I want to do? Yeah, we want to test this. Okay, so let's do ls and then do this and then do that and then enter. Okay, sudo apt install xclip. Alright, and then just select processing here and then do this and then do paste. Okay, so that's exactly what we want, which means that we can go back to our Vim file and then do, okay, we're in here, so just press paste. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Undo. What? Did that undo all of it? Okay, and then do this, select all of that. Okay, no. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we have this thing which will basically copy whatever it was that we have selected, save that, and then the next step will be to figure out how to Google this stuff. So I guess the next step would be to actually do Firefox. Actually, what is the command to open up Firefox? Google.com command Linux. Okay, it's just HTTPS. Okay, right. HTTPS. And then google.com/ no, maybe just google.com. All right, this is what I need to figure out now. Like, how do I actually Google this? All right, so let's go to google.com. Let's just see what happens if we type in hello world. Okay, so it says this, and what if we just remove that? Do we still get hello world? Yeah, it seems like we do. So therefore, how do we solve this? Okay, so we have some sort of text selected, and we want to Google that text. Search question mark q equals. All right, let's copy that. All right, so there we go. We have this. Now we need to basically add whatever we've copied to this query, but we probably can't do this, so we probably want to do something like that down here instead. Firefox, and then use this as a query. So let's see. Xclip to paste. No. Shell script xclip command to paste. Many people are conditioned to use right click menu to if you're those people. Access text. Oh, Yahya Falsani, you said a really good thing. Didn't think of that, but here's how you can do it. So let's call it copied text equals this. So now we have the copied text there. Now we need to figure out a way to basically go through that and replace all the spaces with pluses so that we can actually use it in a query. Replace spaces in text shell script. I need to replace white spaces. Okay, and then we'll replace it with pluses, because I have no idea what, yeah, okay, so TR, I don't know what TR stands for, but it stands for something. And then we have the spaces, so I'm guessing this is what we want to remove. And then before I did, I changed it, it was basically /n, which is the equivalent of new line. So this question here wanted this string here to become this sort of thing where it's like new lines after each space. So this one has lots of different spaces and it wants to replace that with new lines. So this, I guess, represents the spaces, and then this represents what it wants to replace that with. So I guess that then if we just replace this, then it should replace everything with a plus. The question is whether this now already works or if we need something else in this command for it to work. I'm not really sure. So now we can actually do Firefox. So let's just, copy that word and then do escape, paste. All right, and then this should then be where we need to add the query thing. Add shell script command to query. Oh wait. All right, so then what we can do is we can do this command equals this $, and then this, and then copied text. So I'm guessing the $sign needs to be first. Not really sure about that, but maybe not actually. So we'll do this, and then we'll do Firefox, and then we'll actually we'll just copy this line, and then we'll do copied text. All right, this now should do all of this correctly, I think. Oh wait, not quit. All right, so now we have a command here. The question is, I'm not really sure if this will work the way that it should work. Let's see, concatenate command with string. You can combine two commands by grouping, da da da. No, but I don't think that's what we wanted to do. Well, perhaps on older systems. Into a variable. Combine the output of two commands in bash. No, that's the same thing. I'd like to be able to run multiple commands the way I currently do it is. And then we also have to end that. But the question is, okay, I think maybe we just do this. And then should it work? I don't know. Maybe. Like that. And then run our command. Run a variable bash stored in a variable abc da da da. All right, so I feel like there should be like a super simple way to just run this command, and that's why I'm like, I'm seeing these solutions which look really nice, but I feel like it might be overkill for what we're trying to do. I'm guessing that this should be just like a really simple thing to run a single command. I think that this stuff is maybe a little bit more advanced. All right, so someone says to put it inside, not inside these like curly braces, but inside these things, however you do them. These things, all right. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, right now we're doing like too many things to actually test this. So I guess we should just actually test it before we start doing like several things, because I usually end up doing this. I'm like doing several things at once, and then once we run this, we will have no idea if this is the stuff, or I will have no idea at least, if this is the stuff that's not working, or if this is the stuff that's not working. So we could do like echo copied text, which I'm guessing is like this. Something like that. Copied text. And then we can actually try to run this just to see if it will work. What do we call it? Copy Googler. Alright, chmod u plus x copy Googler, and then we can run it sh./copy Googler. All right. Maybe not. ls how to run my bash script. All right, let's see, because I'm not really sure what's happening right now. Echo. Let's just see that it does anything right now. Echo. Hello. Hello, okay. Oh. Alright, so it does something, but it seems to get stuck in this part. Is that because of this thing? And then we can do that, maybe. Could that be the issue? Nope. All right, let's try this thing. Oh yeah, it's not doing anything, of course, because we're not actually running anything, which makes sense. So now let's do echo. But the question is still, like, how do you actually run a variable? Run a variable in bash. The case persistent. All right, let's try it. So let's do $, and then copied text. All right, line 5 command not found. Copy text. Alright, so it seems like it's running into some sort of error, but what we need to do then is we need to essentially take this part, copy that just so that we have it. Alright, and then we're gonna delete that just so that we can see if we can actually get anything to run, and then if we can get it to run, then we know that part of this actually works. All right, copy Googler. Okay, so that does not work. Try to okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see if that works. Nope. That does not work either. You forgot the at the end of the command. Echo just waits for you to type it. Control C. Alright, let's try that then. Like so. And then do B. Command not found. All right. So we know that this part works because we've tried it, but it doesn't work within this script for some reason. So Xscript selection. Bash how to put command inside variable. How to store command in a variable. Okay. Use eval eval Okay. Seems like it should be what we're going for. Copy text command not found. Eval. This is the part of it where it's like, it really shows that I don't know Bash from scratch. Like I don't know how it actually works. So that means that it's really difficult to kind of figure it out. And that's why basically now it's as if I don't know how to code, but I'm like trying to build an app. So I don't know anything about classes. I don't know anything about variables. I don't know anything about the syntax, which means that like I can't really figure out, like I don't know if it should be a like this quotation mark here, if it should be a curly brace, or if it should be something else. And so it just makes it kind of difficult, which means I really should try to learn this from scratch instead of just doing it from this way or in this sort of direction. But how can I store commands in a variable and then execute them? Command 1, command 2. Let's try that instead. Copied text. Command not found, command not found. Okay, wait, I actually haven't selected anything. Command not found, still. Then, assuming you have functions or arrays called command1, choose one like you did there. Alright, let's do what he suggests here is the better way to do it instead. and actually make it into a function. So let's do, what do we call it? Search, let's say. That took way longer than it should. Like this, and then do enter, and then do enter, and then tab, and then actually let's just do I. And then do search like that. All right. Command not found. Command not found. Command not found. Command not found. Line 2. Search. Okay. How come this does not work? Okay, so it works in the terminal, but it doesn't work in anywhere else. All right, let's do a Hail Mary and just delete everything. And then do this. Then do that, and then do this. Okay, now it works. So now we know that this thing works. Now try to do this as well to see if we can add this thing here. Okay, so that now does not work, but that's okay. At least we know that this first part of it works. So now we just need to figure out how to make that thing work as well. TR. Okay, let's Google that again. Actually, let's Google this. Nope. Okay. Replace spaces bash. Okay. I'm not sure, like this is the problem. I don't know what any of this does, so TRS, okay. Extra operand out. Clipboard. Okay, so that did not work. At least I couldn't get it to work right there. Okay. And then do echo $. We're just gonna see if we can get the command to run now. Oh. Okay, there's a problem in that one. All right, let's see if it is parentheses, like one of you guys suggested. Looks like something happened at least. Command not found. Let's just try command and we'll see if that makes any difference. Okay, now it seems like something happened. So now let's do that, and then do... No, okay, still it does not really work. Or why, maybe... and then do... $, parentheses, command, like that. All right, so it doesn't seem like it's doing anything, or it doesn't seem like it's working properly. Oh, sorry. 11:13. How long has this stream been going on now? 1 hour and 12 minutes. So as you see, like when you don't know how to do these things, it takes a while to just get it to work. Okay, now it just pastes it. So eval instead, let's say eval yes. Oh, now it works. It does it. So that's really good. Now we know that we can, now we actually get the command to work. All right, so now we can run the command, and we do that by typing in the eval and then $ and all that stuff, and that's how we run the command. So that's good. Now we need to be able to also replace all the stuff with replace all the spaces with the thing. So what if we do eval? I'm just gonna try what they're saying in this post. Eval command and then / plus parentheses with a space / and then plus is what we want. So do that, save it, do this, select some stuff. We'll select 2 words, and then we'll do paste. Well, I did select it, but it doesn't really do this thing. All right. Alright, so far we know that we can copy the stuff and we can paste it, but maybe we need to do something below this. Xclip command for pasting. Xclip file name, copy the contents. Say your assistant will need to copy the last 30. Yep. Okay, but how do we paste it? Paste away. 2 of my... So it seems like the thing is that everyone basically wants to be able to copy stuff and copy a lot of stuff in different ways using the Xclip feature, but there's not really, I'm guessing there's no use in actually having to write out Xclip and then paste or something like that to paste, because Control V or Control Shift V is just a lot easier and a lot faster. So that's why I guess that they don't generally have a paste command. In CMD. We can also use install like so, which will put the clipboard into clipboard.txt. Paste command Linux. Okay. So right now we can run the command, which is great, but then we need a way to actually get the output of that command, or we need to access the clipboard in some sort of way. Pipe from the clipboard, which make sure you're using get xclip equals xclip. So it seems like this, like get clip, maybe we can use that to actually get whatever we have in the clipboard. Not really sure if it's gonna work, but we'll try it. And then we can do eval $command like so. Now once we get the actual the thing is that if we can run the command, that we can potentially do like add that into a variable somehow, which is what we want to do. But anyway, let's do this. B and then do blah blah blah. Okay, that did not work. Okay, so we want to get whatever we have in the clipboard. Alright, so now that seems actually to work, which is really good. So this means that we can use this here to get whatever is in our clipboard, which is good, but print the regular clipboard. Clip equals all right, let's do that, just see how that works. Delete this and then do all and then paste this and then do echo $, clip. To set the value of clip to the X. So now we seem to be setting this to be this thing. Let's just actually remove that so that we can see what it does. Alright, so now maybe we're onto something. So let's try the thing that we tried from the start, which was to do this. TR like that, and then plus. And then we'll see what happens if we select two words. Yes. Oh, finally. Oh my god. This was intense, but it seems like we're getting somewhere, which is really good. So now let's do this. So now we need this to be instead an eval, and then we want to concatenate two things, so Firefox, and then https google.com/ what was it? Let's search for something on Google. Hello, which is search ? Nope. Google.com. Hello world. Okay, search question mark Q equals hello. Okay. So that means that we need to type in search question mark Q equals $sign clip. Okay, I'm just gonna try that. We'll see what happens, but no such file or directory. Okay, didn't really expect it to work straight away. Maybe like that. Yes! Oh, holy shit. This took a long time to do, but we're doing what we wanted to do. All right, so now we have this thing. It does what we want it to do. That's great. I'm super excited. Finally, we got this to work. It just goes to show, like, you really should, or I really should, try to learn this stuff a little bit better so that I actually can do some debugging on my own without just having to Google basically everything that I do. But I think this was a really good learning experience to try to do this. Now we want to connect this to an actual keyboard shortcut or keybind. So we have our command here for running the script, which is /copy googler. And now we can open up, okay, we don't have that open, so let's open up settings and then keyboard shortcuts. Let's add a new one, which is our copy googler. Command is /copy googler. Now this may not work straight away, but hopefully it'll work. So let's see. We'll select this, type in Control-Shift-C, and it works. I mean, that's really good. That's amazingly good, actually. Imagine now, like, when you're programming, you're doing your thing, and you could run into an error, and all you have to do is just, let's say that we type in something, W, and then let's say that we type in something, okay, command not found. Oh my god, why is it not found? And then we can Google, or we don't understand, what does command not found mean? Control-C, Control-Shift-C, I mean. And then we get it. Command not found, alright. So it means, how do I fix command not found? I mean, this is a really good one. Yeah, at least we have one thing working, which is really good. Now you can do this for a lot of things. So you can just keep adding different commands for things that you do on the regular. And yeah, I don't know. I wanted to do a little bit more, like a few more of these keyboard shortcuts. But as you saw, this took ages to just get this to work. So I think we're gonna end it around here, just as I think it's a good ending. We got one to work, and yeah, I don't know what you thought of this. The idea with these streams, I think, is just to, I don't know, if maybe you want to watch them and code along at the same time, or maybe you just want to see someone program something. I feel like that kind of inspires me, and sometimes I just want to have that on in the background when I'm doing something else. So that's kind of the idea with it. Maybe you can watch it and you'll learn something. Maybe it will inspire you in some way to see that how bad I can suck at different things. So yeah, I don't know really what the purpose is, but I like doing this sort of stuff, and I want to start doing it a little bit more. And hopefully now, once I've done, I mean, the thing with this, doing this for whatever it was, almost 2 hours, now I've at least started to learn a little bit about how this works. Not to say that I'm an expert now, or even close to it, but I've started to learn it. So now next time I do it, it's probably going to be a little bit easier. And yeah, maybe I'll make this into a series where I do more of these micro automations with keyboard shortcuts and things like that. close the terminal, exit out of this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm gonna make a video actually on some really popular keyboard shortcuts, and that's gonna come out next week, so make sure to watch that on my regular channel. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end it now because I'm just like, I've been going too long now. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for the next